Alright guys, we are back with more solo leveling of Rise. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got to level 76 in the span of 9 days. I'm going to be going over team options, what you should invest in, and basically overall how to make your account progress as smooth and efficient as possible. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. That would be hugely appreciated. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, for the first tip I'm going to be talking about is to do story. I cannot express enough how important story mode is to do when you first start the game. Now, this is because the story gives you experience, it gives you pulls, and on the reverse mode, it gives you resources as well in exchange for experience. The key thing is that it gives you these pulls, these custom ticket draws. You need this. This is very crucial in the next section of this video. So you want to stack up as many of these tickets as physically possible. You do that by doing all the missions. Some of the missions will be win within a certain amount of time, win with 30% HP or more, evasion missions, hate damage a certain amount of times as well. So you want to try complete all these missions if you can. If you can't, don't kill yourself over it, just move on. You'll be able to do it, come back and do it later. But yeah, so every chapter can give up to 7. So it'll be like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And it's just going to stack up. You're going to keep stacking up. And let's say you get roadblocked and you can't do it at around chapter 7 or 8. You'll have more than enough to hit PE at least once. Just from that. 100%. 100%. And not only that, you also get tickets from doing the trophies on this as well. It won't be as much. It won't be as much. But it still pulls. Every little helps. So yeah, and then after that you want to go to reverse mode and do the same thing, because as I said, they give pulls on reverse mode as well. Same amount. Each chapter 7. Try complete all the missions if you can. For the ticket tier, instead of the custom draw, they actually give the rate up. So that's still helpful if you actually want to pull on the rate up unit, and I'm gonna get to that later. I recommend you don't, but it's not a bad idea if you do. And then for the hard mode, I don't think you'll be able to complete the hard mode, honestly, at the start. But I'd say after day 1, you'll be able to do it. Or maybe I'm tripping. Chapter 1 hard mode, maybe you'll be able to breeze through that. Like the first 3 chapters or 4 chapters. But after that, you're really going to find yourself at a roadblock. But it's okay, because you'll get some of these weapon pulls as well. And they're important as well. But the main premise of this is the XP and the custom draw tickets. Those are the 2 most important things when it comes to story mode. So I want you to grind that, and you'll also gain experience, and you'll start leveling up really quickly, and that's going to make your squad stronger. And that's basically the main reason I got to level 76 in 9 days. Now I know people that's probably got to 80. I know there's people that's probably got to 80, but I took a day off. So yeah, but yeah, let's move straight on to the next section. Once you've grinded enough tickets and you feel like you can't get any further in the story, do what I'm about to tell you in the next section. Alright, so the next part I want to talk about is building your team. So as you can see, I have a 160k and 300 pulls. Don't worry about that. You probably won't have as much as me. My account, although it is new, like me playing on it is new, I've had this account for a while and I was logging in, but I haven't spent a single. Matter of fact, I done 20 pulls for Goto, but that was it. In the history of having this account, I have never pulled till now. Can't even go back anymore. But yeah, and I got nothing in those pulls, as you could just see. I got nothing in those pulls. So yeah, basically haven't pulled on this account on a rate up banner, all just from the custom banners. Now I've been rambling. What you want to do is pick an element. This is why I told you to gather all those tickets, because you want to go here and then you want to pick an element that you want. If you want to go light, you pick these 2 units mainly, and then you would pick Ming as well. These 3 make up a light team, very strong light team, or you could use her, but I think Ming's smart investment, to be honest. But yeah, use these 3 if you wanted a light team. He's only needed at 1 dupe. Like 5, like A5 is good, but you can stop at A1 That's what I decided to do. And then you want to go, honestly, 2 of Jingwoo's weapons. Now, you can go Plum, DKD. That's what I started off at. Or you can go Plum, Moonshadow, which is what I'm doing now because I maxed out Plum to A5. So now I'm just going Plum and, what else? I would go Plum and this, or you can go with the Stormbringer, which is good as well. But yeah, those are the main Jimmy weapons. The fan is good, but I'll probably work on that after I max out the Moonshadow. But yeah, I'm trying to get the last dupe for Maylin because I plan on building a water team. So that's the only reason she was already selected. I'm just trying to get this last dupe. But yeah, point is, you pick an element. Pick an element you want. If you wanted to go fire, we could go, let's see, Gina. You could go, and then you could go, who's the last one? Essel. Yeah, these three. These three make up a decent fire team. I heard Kanai's gonna come in like a couple days, so you could just save your black tickets and then use it for her instead of whatever her name is. Got a name. But yeah, for water teams, you ain't really got much options. I mean, no, she's still good. A high dupes, she's usable. Definitely. I'd go her and then Melon. Yeah. And then there will be a water breaker coming in a few days, so I wouldn't even bother with her. I wouldn't bother, honestly. But you can if you want, just for the sake of it. But instead of that, I would use the extra slot for like Jinwoo's book, or you know, Plum, Moonshadow, anything like that. But point is, you wanna basically have these same elements on here so you can build a team, because to take on the harder content in this game, you need a well-built, duped-out team, preferably A5, A3 to A5, basically. A3 to A5 and over. A3 minimum. That's what I'm saying. A3 minimum. So that's normally the sweet spot for these characters. But supports like her, like A3 is a good stopping point, but A5 just turns into a whole new level of like broken support-wise. But yeah, that's the only reason I have it like that. But yeah, once you've chosen your desired team, you're just gonna summon until you can get all those dupes, and then you'll be ready to take on more story. For this, just use the same 2 weapons you're using on this to dupe it out quicker. If you want to invest in wind, which I say you don't, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say you shouldn't. Just because I'm not doesn't mean you shouldn't. That's stupid. But yeah, you can pull for Goto. That's perfectly fine. He's a good breaker. He advances weakness broken state for like 3 seconds. You get bonus damage when for the whole team when they are weakness broken. I think it's by 100%. He's crazy. He's crazy. The only reason I'm not going for him is because I went for a light team, and my light team has been carrying me through the content fine, completely fine. So I was thinking, okay, there's no point going for Goto, literally no point. I did do some pulls to see if I could get lucky, didn't get him. I was like, okay, let's just stop right here. But yeah, point is, you don't need him. He's good, but you don't need him. And there's a water meta's coming. That's what I'm saving for. This is why I have all these pulls saved up, because I'm saving for the water meta. But if you really want to and you like Goto, or you really want to build wind, try get these 2 characters to A5. That will shred, and I mean shred, through content. Really good. Really good. But that's up to you. Personally, I built a light team. Light team's good. It's not the best. I like Thomas. That's why I went for the light team. Because I just like national level hunter. Like, who doesn't like Thomas? Who doesn't like Thomas, man? But yeah, it's not the best team, but I will say it is the most safe, because Thomas has really high defense. Chairman has really good defense. So like 2 of these characters have really good defense, and then they have a really good support being Ming. Really good support. I think his first advancement. What does his first advancement do? Let's see. Okay. I kind of forgot how to check, but his first advancement gives you crit hit rate and crit hit damage to the entire team. That is crazy. So yeah, that's why I chose those three. It just made sense for me. So my plan is to build a light team and a water team. But you can go wind and then fire, per se, because fire teams do way more damage than the light teams right now. 100%. I'd say it's a better team. It just shreds through content. It's actually insane. But yeah, light team you'll be just fine as long as you dupe them up. But yeah, that's all I have to say for the summons. I wouldn't waste. It's not a waste. I'm not gonna say it's a waste. Goto, don't get it twisted. Goto's amazing. But for me, it just doesn't make sense when this team is doing fine so far. She's a good support for Jinwoo. That's why I mainly invested in her. And it would make sense for me to go for a water team because I already have an A4. It just makes sense, you know. I feel like this is the most efficient I could be at this point with my account. So, you know, it just depends on your personal preferences and your individual situation on what you do or what element you want to invest in. It really doesn't matter. Any element should suffice, but I recommend light, wind, or fire. Those three. Light, wind, fire, and upcoming water. You choose. I would say you could have two elements, two teams of elements. One from the custom banner, custom rate draw, and then one from the rate up. Build two teams from there, I could say, because when you start off, you get an abundance of these and these, an abundance. So you choose what two elements you want to invest in. I'm investing in light and water. It's up to you who you want to choose. Now we're going to move on to the artifacts. So with the artifacts, these are a big part of how strong your Jinwoo will be and how strong all the other characters will be as well. So I recommend you do the and core missions and the instant dungeons. As you can see, I got 23 keys. This won't be 80 for you. I just bought the little pack. Doesn't give me any gems, just gives me some other perks, like I can clear gates faster, I can just sweep them and stuff like that, but it doesn't give me any of that currency. Oh yeah, point is, you want to get through this. You want to get to at least, I will say at least, around 15 before you start farming. Point is, way higher chance of getting more golds when you farm it. You want to get to the point where you can complete this. But like, if I'm to really recommend it, I'm saying like 20. If you really can, at this point I can clear it. I just haven't yet because I'm not spending any keys. I'm waiting until the new artifacts come out. But if you can, get to 20 because it'll basically guarantee you to get all of your artifacts to be gold and have no purples that you won't use. It's like more resource efficient, you know. But for minimum, I'd say get around 15, 14, 15. Completely fine. Completely fine. And you just want to get, don't worry about substats at the start. I will say that. Do not worry about your substats at the start. What you want to do first is you just want to grind those sets for your characters, the recommended sets. And doesn't matter if the substat is HP, defense, doesn't matter. You slap that on your characters and you're good to go. I'm telling you, at the start, in the first few days, it really doesn't matter. As long as you have the right set, your power will skyrocket and you'll be able to clear a lot of content. More content than you think. You'll be able to run through story mode. It really isn't that hard once you get good gear on your characters. But yeah, you want to get their recommended sets. So for Thomas, I have Burning Curse and Outstanding Obsidian. For Chairman, Burning Greed, because it's a breaker. Millen, Burning Blessing. Burning Blessing. So it's like a trend. There's like main sets that you'll use for certain characters. You'll realize the healers almost always use Burning Blessing. The breakers almost always use Burning Greed. And the damage dealers almost always use Burning Curse. Actually, I wouldn't say almost always, but you're going to use this a lot. because it is good. 4-piece, great. The 8-piece is great, but Obsidian's is better in this case. But yeah, you can even see my stub stats, they're not perfect. Now I did farm a lot because I actually wanted good sub stats, but that's just me. That's not efficient. At the start, I would say don't worry about sub stats. I could have been more efficient, but you live and you learn as you play this game, and my account's still running through content pretty fine. So yeah, my sub stats aren't perfect right now, as you can see. We got a couple good stuff in here like defense, damage increase, additional defense. This is good. This piece is good. There's no denying. This piece is good. Except for that last sub stat. It's kind of useless on it. But it's decent. This is trash. Not good at all. Not good. I mean, it's okay for now. Not great though. Not great. But yeah. Chairman, all his pieces are trash. I didn't really care about him because he wasn't the main damage dealer. He's more of a sub DPS and breaker. So I didn't really care. Oh, this is good though. This is amazing. This piece is real good. If this was like defense pen, this piece is insane though. 23 defense and 1 crit damage with additional. Yeah, crazy, crazy. But yeah. And this is okay. But yeah, Malin. Her pieces. Okay, this is bad. Bad piece. This is it's not great. I don't even know why I added the additionals on it. Not great. This is decent. Not great. Not great. Point is, her artifacts aren't that great, but still gets the job done because I have the AP set. Telling you. At the start, the sets mean more than the substats itself. She gets her job done. She heals a lot and she buffs like crazy. Just waiting for this last copy, man. But yeah, you want to get the recommended set for your character. Because Thomas needs a lot of defense. Chairman needs a lot of defense because these lot do scale off defense. Like I said, she scales off HP. That's why I have a lot of HP on her. Just makes sense. But yeah, same with him. A lot of HP. She's not fully built yet. I just put random stuff on it, so don't worry about that. But yeah, these are the main 4 characters I'm focused on right now. And that's completely fine. By the time you put the artifacts on your characters, I'm telling you, you'll be able to clear through most of normal for the story, and you'll be able to start to get to the middle to end of hard. I'm telling you, the jump from when you put sets on your characters from having nothing or gray artifacts is huge. You'll be shocked. You'll honestly be shocked. That's why I can't emphasize enough how important artifacts. Oh yeah, forgot to check my Jinbu. Let's check our Jinbu out. Jinbu's looking not great. Actually, I'm being a bit humble. Jinbu's he's looking alright. We got 110 on both of his weapons. Pretty good. Got some decent attack here for his level. We got the cores. Now the cores will be hard to get gold cores at the start. The only reason I got this, it was like a guaranteed thing that I think everyone got actually. So yeah, you should be able to get these. It is a chance though. It is a chance. You can't choose. It's just random. And I managed to get this piece, which is perfect for him. I'll probably keep this on him. I'll probably never take this off him because it's good. Additional attack, critical hit rate. That's good. This, it could be better. And this overall just shouldn't be on it. But yeah, Jinwoo's artifacts, not great. We got 2 attack. That's fine. That's completely fine. See, not great. This, it's not great, but it will be fine for now. Not great. These pieces are pretty good. It's got some crit, some attack, damage increase, additional attack. Good. This could have been better, but it's fine for now. And then you got this. Decent. Decent. So overall, Jinwoo's artifact ain't perfect, but I got the desired sets I want. So it allows him to take on content and be strong. Now, when I really want to settle down and get Jinmu to an OP level, then I will farm relentlessly for those perfect substats. But I'm telling you, at the start, you don't need them. You do not need these. But yeah, let's now look onto the levels. Don't do what I did. I started leveling up every skill because I didn't understand how it worked. Level up only certain skills. So that would be skills like Sonic Stream. I honestly need to level up more. Honestly. Let's level that up right now. Actually, we can't because I'm not level 80. But I will. When it's time, I will, because Sonic Stream is actually OP. It's actually crazy. It's OP because when the skill is used in sequence, so dash damage increases by 100%. 100% for 3 seconds. That's crazy. The multipliers might look low at first, but that's because I've only got blue versions of it and this multiplier. Could you imagine this was 2000 and on top of that the multiplier? It would be hands down the best skill in the game, and you also recover 80 mana. So that's crazy. I do like Dagger Rush a lot. It's good for bosses that do not have a break gauge. 240 damage increase, 240%, and I've got the gold version. So that's amazing. Got really lucky there. Actually, I think I chose it. Yeah. It was guaranteed for everyone. You can pick one. Now, with the knowledge I have in the game, I would have picked probably Sonic Stream, if we're being honest, but Dagger Rush is fine as well. Also, Armor Break. You get this gold version for free in Story. Grind Story. That's why you grind Story. There's lots of resources, and you also get this. But yeah, this is good for breaking armor. I've got one of every element. This freezes as well, so it's really good. But yeah, I have one for every element. Make sure you level this up. This is a must. I can tell you now, this is a must. Death stance, decent, pretty good. Damage dealt to bosses increased by 75. Heavy break damage, pretty good. High multipliers as well. Yeah, decent. And I would say Dagger Toss, I don't have too much information about this. I don't know too much about this, but I heard it's okay. So yeah, there's certain ones that you don't want to use that are just like terrible, but I don't know too much about that yet. Kind of just still learning. Even though I'm making this video, I'm still learning. But yeah. And then we get on to the blessing stones. Now, I don't have too much, but you will have a guaranteed gold one to choose. I recommend going Reawakening because your skill cooldowns will all decrease by 20%. That is a lot. That is a lot. You know how crazy that is? That increases your damage. I wouldn't say increases it by 20%, but it therefore makes your rotation smoother and faster, therefore increasing your damage more than you think. I will tell you that. So the main ones you want to go for is Reawakening, Bloodlust. I'd say Weakness Detection is good, but it's probably not the best. Into It. You want to get into it because this is crazy. Your attack stat increases by 2 for every 1 point of intelligence you have, increasing up to a maximum of 300. Now, this is actually crazy, bro. I'm actually kind of pissed that I don't have this, because you can invest how much into Eugenie? I'll put it on the screen because I can't remember.
Let's try.
You want to invest a certain amount of intelligence. I'll put it on the screen right here, and then that will convert into attack and give you like I think it's like 1,200 attack, something crazy. I don't have it, so I don't remember the details, but I remember when researching them that is one of the best.
I'm ready.
I don't have it yet, so I just have to deal with it. It's okay though. But at the start, you pretty much want to go all into strength and eventually go 100 into perception. I went 100 to perception because my friend recommended me, like a viewer recommended me. But I'd say auto strength is fine as well, completely fine. But yeah, the reason he recommended perception is because it gives you precision, which is important. because it actually adjusts the amount of damage. You do higher damage when you have more precision. But yeah, the stats you would want to aim is obviously critical hit rate, because when you crit, you do higher damage than if you don't crit. But if your crit damage is too high and this is too low, that means you won't crit. So there's no point having a bunch of crit damage and no crit rate. You gotta balance it. Get good crit rate and good crit damage. It will take a while, but you'll get there. These stats are pretty mid, I would say. They're pretty bad actually, but I'm just starting out, so I'm not worried about that. I can clear content just fine. But yeah, this section's been really long, so let's move on. Alright, so now I want to talk about the oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Let's look at this. So the job change. Some people didn't even know this was a thing, and I don't blame them, because it's so subtle. Like, how are you supposed to know you can
time to warm up?
So subtle. It looks like a badge. It looks like a badge, bro. But yeah, job change. So basically, you'll go through these trials. You'll have to meet these job conditions. Once you do, you'll face like an evil version of yourself. When you enter, you beat them, and you get these crazy buffs. You'll get like a huge power increase. You'll get like 30 stat points, and you'll get some sweet points. Trust me, you need to do this if you want to get strong. People have been asking me, oh, how'd you get this cool outfit, man? A lot of people love this outfit. It's one of the most popular ones. But yeah, people be like, how'd you get this outfit? Job change, bro. Job change. Still trying to get to level 80 so I can do the second to last one, but we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon. But yeah, if you want your gym woo to be drippy woo, you don't want him to look like a bum like this, then job change is where it's at, man. And for the last part of this section, we're going to look at the hunter's skills. So certain hunters do have a talent priority, a skills priority, sorry. I said talents because Honkai Star Rail, other gacha games, it's called talents, but it's just called skills for yeah.
Hey, don't you know who I am?
Characters will have different skills priorities. Like for example, someone like Thomas, you really want to do his second basic skills. You want to get these to like level 5 or level 6 because he is the main DPS. You do most of the damage. You want to max him out as much as possible. You want to get these to a cool little 5, 6 or over. If you really got it like that. If you got the resources, go crazy, man. I ain't got them right now though. And then for the basics, you want to go, for example, I went level 8. Like these are really scarce, so be careful. Well, they're not scarce, but like you won't get too much of them at once. But like if you spread your resources thin, that's another tip. Do not spread your resources thin. Don't upgrade too much characters. As you can see, I got quite a bit of characters to 73, but it don't take that much gold. I'm still alright with gold, but if it was me now, like she wouldn't be 75, she wouldn't be 75, she wouldn't be 75. That's the only things I'll change. They'll probably be like 60 with her and her. Yeah, I'll keep them like around 50, 60 range. These 4 are the ones, the main ones I'm building right now. But yeah, we're talking about skills. So yeah, you want to look at the ones with like the higher multipliers and the ones that are like the key parts of their kits basically. Like for Thomas, it would be the ultimate. The only reason this isn't at level 10 is because I cannot physically do it. I gotta wait. But yeah, for Thomas, it's different. But for someone like Mei Lin, you don't want to level up the basics. I mean, you can because it increases stats. As you just saw, I got a tiny stat increase, but it does add up. So you can if you want to. But I would prioritize the special skills if you're going to level up anything at all, because this is what she's actually gonna do. Like if she's on a team with Jin Woo, she is not going on the field at all. She physically can't, so it would be a waste of investment. So you want to do your special skills. That's something she's actually gonna do while Jin Woo's on the field. And the ultimate, of course. I say always get the ultimate up. You don't have to get it too high for support, but get it up 6 or 7. It ain't that expensive. But yeah, same thing with Chairman, because he's sub DPS. I got these up a tiny bit, not too much, and then I got these pretty high. I plan to get this higher. I just don't want to spend these because it's kind of far and few between when I see this. It ain't scarce, but it ain't like the most accessible resource in the world, so I'm trying to stock up on those. But yeah, this section's been running on for a while, so let's move on to the next section. Okay, so the next section we're going to talk about is the gates. Mainly the gates. So the gates is a very, very important part of your progress when it comes to this game. Very important part. Because they range from obviously B rank to S rank. Do not do any B rank gates. I'm telling you right now, you will get less rewards, and you don't get much rewards from these anyway. So like if I wanted to sweep this, which you can't sweep at A rank, you gotta pay for this by the way, to sweep at A rank gate. Doesn't enhance your account by any amount, it just makes things a little bit quicker. You save like a minute of your life. I value my time, so I had to do it. But yeah, the reason I did that is because it's a dungeon that gives gold, and gold in this game is very important. You cannot do anything without gold. Nothing. You can't upgrade characters, you can't do anything in this game without gold. So you need it. Make sure to be doing these dungeons, and I'm gonna do another one right here. I would say do at least, if it's A and upwards, do it. If it's B and below, I wouldn't say do it. It won't take that long to rescan until you get a good gate. Trust me, just be patient. Just be patient. And these keys, you get 10 a day. So you kind of want to be logging in and making sure that you do these. Because if you don't, that means you basically wasted 10 keys if you don't log in for a day. It's basically making you log in every day, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. These just give you, the purple ones just give you resources mostly. Like you got some shadow stuff here, but I think everyone does give shadow stuff. Traces of shadow to upgrade shadows. I'm gonna talk about that later. But people be doing it for these melding cubes. I actually have a lot of melding cubes, so I don't do these gates. I don't tend to do these gates. I only do, right now I'm only doing S's and reds, just like this, because they'd be dropping these and I'd be needing these for my characters. And this is A, so I'm gonna do it right now just to demonstrate. Oh yeah, these dungeons ain't hard. Oh, I even got this, even though it's level 55, so I'm gonna just chuck it. But yeah, for a player that just started out, that'd be amazing. Level 55 gold, that's crazy. But yeah, you want to keep scanning, and basically you just want to use these every day. These give resources for leveling up your artifacts and weapons. The blue ones, the purple ones will give resources for, I think, leveling up your weapons as well, and a couple of other things. Yeah, this is mostly weapon stuff and shadow things as well. Weapons and shadows. And I think this is for Jinbu. No, shadow skills, my bad. This is for shadow skills. Okay, that's not highest priority. The highest priority I'd say is red gates and gold gates, with them being equal. Then purple, close second, then blues or whatever, which I would never do, by the way. But yeah, I'd say these are very important. Make sure you're keeping up with your gates every day. As you can see, you do be getting bonuses for when you do your gates. You can see I got 35,000 XP, which is actually a lot. That's a lot of HP. And I'm going to do one more gate right here when I find one, and one that's worth doing, so I can get the last bit of this XP. Okay, they don't want to give me a good gate. We can move on. I'll do that after the video. Let's not waste no time. But yeah, let's move on to the armory. So the armory is for Jinbu's weapons. Now, I haven't got much of his weapons on here, mostly because it costs me these essence stones. I kind of don't want to spend them, but I'm going to use it anyway because it does make your Jinbu stronger. As you can see, I just got a stat boost. We're going to use it again, because why not? Makes our Jinbu stronger. I'm gonna stop there because it does hurt my soul to see my essence stones drop like that. But this is actually really important, because with the armory, you can enhance these to another level and it will further increase your stats. This is how you boost your Jinbu. And I think, does it boost your whole squad? I think it only boosts your Jinbu. But see, 42,000 to my Jinbu just from the armory. This plays a big part in how strong your Jinbu is. Big part. I'm not even joking when I say this. It plays a big part. I would start with the weapons that you use first. Or it doesn't really matter, because eventually you're going to get through them all. But for the sake of just argument, I'd say it's best to just start with the weapons that you use first, like the Plum Sword, the Moon Shadow, the DKD, the Stormbringer, and the Book. All of these weapons are good for their respective typing. All of these. Literally all of these. This, I don't know about this. Meh and meh. And these last three, I don't know. How much would it take? 3,000? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, armory is also very, very, very important. Oh yeah, I didn't go off the script, so I'm kind of forgetting certain parts, but it's okay. It's okay. I wanted this to be organic. I didn't want to have to, you know, write it out and do all that stuff. That's long. But yeah, you want to also do your mining, because these give resources. They give essence stones, although not that much, but it adds up. Every little helps, as I said, especially if you're free to play. And it gives these lower tier mana crystals. Now these, I would say, is so important, bro, because it allows you to get various things on a daily basis. Yes, it allows you to get really good resources. Now I'm just gonna go to the shop and show you guys exactly what I am talking about. Let's see. So it's in the exchange shop, mana crystal exchange. There we go. So it allows you to get resources like Key of Chaos. I've already bought it, as you can see. These, which is really like important for like ranking, advancing your hunters. These, very, very important. These are needed for your artifacts, as I stated before. And then these, which is needed as well. Yeah, 100%. These are needed to advance your artifacts. Everything else you don't really need to buy. You can buy these. Let me just buy these. Yeah, they're good. 5 a day. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then these, I mean, buy them if you want. Buy them if you want. You should be good without them though. And everything else you don't really need. You could get these if you want, but I mean, yeah, they're cool. But the priority would be the ones I explained at the start, like the keys and the, you know, the resources for your hunters. But yeah, and your artifact stuff. I'll say that was the priority. But yeah, but we was talking about mining. These give essence stones, mana crystals, and I think something else as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't have any S rank ones. I think the S rank ones give something else as well. But the point is, these give good resources, but the only problem is 2 hours. You're telling me I have to log in every 2 hours? That's insane. That is insane, man. And you could add an additional slot, but I wouldn't. I would do it if you like logging in every, like, all the time. I mean, go crazy, buy as much slots as you can. But me personally, I just don't have the time to be logging in every single 2 hours, bro. I just don't. I log in when I can, and I'll claim it. Well, yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the cores. Now, cores is basically an extension of artifacts. That's like the most, like the easiest way for you to remember.
Looks fun.
An extension of artifacts, and they boost your character stats even higher than they were before. Now, as you can see, I have some gold ones. You can get these for free by completing, I forgot what it was. It might be the Brilliant Light mode. I don't know what that is. I'll have to show you. Workshop of Brilliant Light. This is where you'll be grinding all the cores. So you'll first have to beat the Monarch of sorry. You have to beat the Monarch of White Flames, go through the stages, and you get various rarities of it. Obviously, blue being the worst, gold being the best. And I wouldn't really put any blues on. Like, purples can be like a nice little placeholder, and then obviously gold being the end goal. Higher the stats, higher the percentages. But yeah, I only have gold pieces for Genu right now. But
time to warm up.
So right now, wait, oh, it's not even on. I must have took it off on accident. But oh yeah, I can actually, this is a chance to show how much stats you actually gain from using this. So 9k to my Genu's power, just on that one artifact alone. And it's not even fully leveled up, 53%. That is insane. That is insane. That just goes to show how important these are. It really gives a huge chunk of power to your characters, man. No joke. And this is still level 1. I would enhance this, but it's like activates when I buy a character. So you know what? Let's level it up. It's not efficient, but I can easily grind back these resources. These are all blues. 200k though, actually. I'm having second thought. 200k, that's a lot of gold, man. I don't want to waste that. I do not want to waste that, honestly. So we're gonna leave that for now and wait till we get something better that better suits his element. And yeah, but these are really important. There's sometimes we'll have different stats like additional attack. Oh, I think this can be attack percent as well, and critical hit rate. I think it will always be there on that pop and that piece. Defense pen, additional defense. I would want that to change, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can. So yeah, and then HP and critical hit rate. I don't know. Might be able to change that. I don't know. Actually, is there a way to check maybe on the other pieces? Let's see. Oh yeah, attack percent. There we go. Attack percent, damage reduction, mana. Yeah. This one I have additional, which is fine. They're both good. Don't fret if you have additional attack or attack percent. They're both good. But yeah, you want to work your way up this castle to get those cores because they really do make a big difference. Oh yeah, this will be the first stage. Monarch of White Flames is harder than this. This will be the first thing you'll do. You'll be uneasy. So you want to work your way through. Starts off pretty weak. Invitation will be consumed. No, I do not want to consume it. It must be because I already cleared it out. Yeah, I cleared it out, that's why. Okay, so we're gonna look at the hard version. Bear in mind, the numbers won't be as high for you when you started, so relax if it looks a bit high. But yeah, I should be able to clear this, honestly. I probably have an issue with like breaking because I don't have any water or wind DPSs or breakers. But when the water breaker comes out, I should be able to clear this easily. Especially if I properly build her up. And then for the final stage, let's see for this. I didn't clear this yet. Okay. Still should be able to clear this. I might struggle with the last one though. No, I should actually be fine. And I get gold pieces from this. So this is very good. This is very good. I have a chance for gold pieces. It looks like a low chance because it still has blue pieces in there, but a chance is a chance, no less. To get some gold pieces, so happy about that. That'll be the first time of me getting any gold pieces from this, so yeah, that's definitely going to be nice. And after, I'm gonna move on to the Monarch of White Flames and see how I do against that. I think I already started it on easy. Yeah, I did. Or on the Demon King. Yeah, I did the first little stage. Second, and this is probably going to be too much for me at the moment. Let's see the power. Oh yeah, should be able to clear that. Should be able to clear that quite easily. And then this. Oof. Wait a minute. Power looking a bit low. Oh no, we should be fine on here as well. Honestly, yeah, should be fine. And then let's see the last one. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, I'll be fine. I'll probably get stopped at medium. I mean normal. That's my guess. Normal will be my limit for now, and I definitely won't be able to do hard for probably like 2 weeks or something like that. It will be a little while. But yeah, the main point is you want to clear this out. Don't even look at this yet because you will not be able to do this. I can tell you that for a fact. You won't be able to do this for now. Don't look at it. This we'll probably be able to do it like a month in, 3 weeks to a month in. But yeah, let's move on to the next. All right, the next part we're going to talk about is the Battlefield of Time. Now, this is another mode again that helps you get resources. So these help you get, they give you all sorts of resources, I'll be honest. On the originals, you can get gold, you can get these, like you can get a lot of resources for everything basically. It gets, you name it. Always complete these, no matter what. I got a day left, I gotta grind this, man. I don't think I have much left to be fair. I don't have much to grind. Yeah, I don't have much left, so that's nice. But yeah, you want to grind this out, just grind it out. It won't take that long. You can literally auto it. This isn't meant to be like groundbreaking end game content. This is just something to farm resources type of thing. At a certain point, you'll be able to breeze through this, no problem. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be able to clear this actually. But it's fine. You'll eventually get there. There's no limit on this. The main thing is this because there's a time limit. But yeah. And then yeah, overall for your progress, you just want to clear out this. Never make sure your keys cap. Make sure you're doing your gates. Make sure you're doing your dailies. Make sure you're doing your hunter archive as well. Now, these huge. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. But it is, bro. These give a good chunk of essence stones, bro. Matter of fact, yeah, it is huge.
Pause.
Pause. I know what you're thinking. You might not have got it, bro. But yeah, you basically get 1 key a day, I'm pretty sure. And you just use them, do all of these missions, gives you 50 each. And yeah. For rewards, you could possibly get another outfit for the character. But yeah, the main premise of this is a lot. How much is this? Like 500? Let's see. Okay, it's not 10, but it's close. So like, let's just say 400. 400 a piece, and you count how many there is. Yeah, that's like over 5k at least. So the point is, this is a nice place for like a plethora of essence stone, and it's only gonna add more characters. The more characters that get released, the more challenges and quests and whatever you'll get for this. A lot of them are stories, so you can kind of just go through. You can literally do this in like 2-3 minutes and just have everything on order. Doesn't take much time at all. But yeah, for the Hunter Archive, it really is that easy. So there's no excuse for not doing those. For the guild bosses, I mean, I haven't even dabbed into this yet, so you might want to watch another video on it. But I heard you can get some good resources on that. So yeah, I'm playing the whole animation and stuff. I might have to oh, okay, it's giving me a little daily thing. Okay. So yeah, it looks like there is a guild boss. Let's see the rewards. So yeah, you do get a little bit of gold. You get these, which has some resources in them, so that's nice. So make sure you join a guild and you participate in the guild battles, or whatever it's called, guild wars, I don't know. These guild something. That would be nice. And you also have guild dailies. Make sure you're doing them. Make sure, because you're able to go to the guild shop and buy some good resources as well. It just overall helps your account's efficiency, as you can see. And you'll do these quests without even thinking about it. You'll kind of just play the game, log in, do whatever, and then you claim it. You don't even have to think about it. That's how easy the guild quests are. So yeah, the last thing I'll talk about, apart from events, like events is self-explanatory. Like for the events, it's just like, it will literally tell you what to do. You just grind them out and just claim the reward from it. There's no complexity of these events. You do them. You can get dupes on weapons for new characters by doing some of these events. Like for example, you could get Goto's weapon from one of these. I forgot which one. Yeah, from this. This will give you these. You get 100 of these and you get to craft Goto's weapon. I've crafted one of his weapon. Because I started this late, I won't be able to get any more, but that's okay. I got his weapon once. That's nice. I don't have Goto, so it doesn't affect me as much as it would. If I did have him, I would be kind of disappointed because, you know, I could have got more dupes on his weapon. But, you know, the last thing I want to talk about, that's the main thing, is the Army of Shadows. Now, this is very important. The first shadow you get is obviously Igris. I say focus on Igris first. He is one of the most important. He is probably the most important shadow at the start. Oh yeah, by far. It's the first shadow you get, and he's kind of busted. Obviously, you get this as high as possible if you can, because it will naturally just get him stronger. But focus on getting him to the general rank. You want to try get all your main shadows to the general rank, because it just makes their stats go crazy, and they start to have a weapon that you can also upgrade that enhances the stat bonus as well. So yeah, that's crazy. The reason I love Igris so much is because he gives, what does he give to the team? He gives, let me see, it doesn't say. Damn, bro, why doesn't it say? I think, okay, he gives critical hit rate to the team, and Cerberus gives critical hit damage. So that's really good. At crit rate and crit damage, just call that for short. Crit rate and crit damage. And then Tank gives HP, but he gives defense pen on bosses, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, gives HP at first. Wait, it wasn't showing that for Igris, was it? Yeah, it weren't showing that. But yeah, it gives tank is crazy because it gives as I said, defense pen. Was it right here? Just find it real quick. So let's put it on right here. Yeah, decreases the enemy's defense by 12%. This is crazy. For 10 seconds, that's a long time, bro. So he increases survivability and then gives defense pen. Igris increases critical hit rate, as I said. Cerberus, critical hit damage. So the main ones I would say, Igris, Cerberus, let me see, Iron, yeah, and then Pycel's good, but mostly for damage. If you want, this isn't as important to be fair. If you want really good damage from a Shadow, Pycel's your best bet. I would say I don't even use him, but I just like Beru is good as well. Critical attack and critical hit damage. That's pretty good. So he's a good option as well. And who else is good? The final main one I would say is the only one I don't have, Bestie. I forgot what she gives, but she's kind of crazy as well. I should go do that right now. After this video, I'm going to extract the Shadow most likely. But yeah, slowly get them up. I'm one away from getting Cerberus to general rank, and I'm almost there, man, almost there. When I do, I'll unlock this pistol, then you level it up. But for these skills, you want to basically look at your Shadow and then see, like, just check out their skills, see which ones have like the highest multipliers, and then level them up. Like this ain't that high. All of these have a higher multiplier. This is cool. Might as well get that up. Yeah, let's get that to like a cool little level 4. Yeah, I'll probably get more of them up after, like Commander's Touch. Yeah, you can get that up. That's an okay skill. Commander's Touch is cool. But yeah, you want to see the ones with the highest multiplier, see what they do, and upgrade them accordingly. Increases the user's attack by 100%. That's pretty good for Igris. Pretty good. He does nothing groundbreaking, but it's just Igris, you know. Most loyal Shadow. Well, Beru is that. But like Igris is the like day one. Yeah. Obviously, your total army power will add to your overall squad when you go into a mode or story or anything, and that's 62,000. That is a lot of power they are adding, and it only goes up. I think the max they can add is like 300k or something crazy, But yeah, the Shadows aren't OP, but they're definitely a big help. So yeah, that's basically it for the most part. I did miss out a couple things, but those are the main things you want to do in order to get your account like off the ground basically, and to get into a good position coming into the anniversary. I'll probably make a new one by the time anniversary hits, just because my knowledge is, I wouldn't say it's limited. Well, it is basically kind of limited because I'm just starting out, but from what I've gathered, I feel like I have enough knowledge to be able to give my own little viewpoint on what you should do to have a good account. I think I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, if you like videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate that a ton. We're growing, man. We're slowly growing. We gained about like what, 8 subs in a week of posting. That's big for me because I don't have that much subs, but it'll be amazing if I hit 200 by the end of the month. That would be crazy. 200 by the end of the month would be insane. But yeah, I'm waffling, man. My name's Efton, and we out.